Hello again, welcome back to the Ultimate Racing League and to our League 3 Super Touring Car Championship from Bathurst in Australia, Mount Panorama. So this is the third and final race, 30 minutes this one though, a bit longer. Reverse grid going into this one as well. So let's take you to it now and get this underway. Here we go. So we've got Max in pole position, Potsy in second, Biggie third, Graham in fourth, Stealth fifth, Slowpoke in sixth, Vex in seventh, Firepower eighth, Sideways in ninth, Aussie 10th, Woody in 11th, Aaron in 12th, and Bailey in 13th, Phil Mack in 14th, and Brisbane double winner tonight in 15th. Let's watch those lights. Remember, different compounds here. Oh, it's quite a long hold here in race 3. Night time as well, just to add to the mix. So let's see now. Max leading them off into turn 1. Max not had the best evening tonight. Oh, someone's gone off. That's got to be Phil Mack, or is it Firepower? Could have been Firepower, but everyone else gets through okay. Yeah, I think it was Firepower there in 14th. And then Bailey at the back as well in 15th. So not a great start by him. Oh, mind you, he was at the back, wasn't he? So apologies. I think he might have been tagged though in that little instant at the back. Sideways going around the outside of Phil Mack, but Phil Mack gets it there. 12th place for him. But already Graham has taken up the lead from Max. Has disappeared off the radar. Remember, he was our leader. He's not even in 8th at this point. So he's gone all the way back. So what's happened there? So Graham it is then. He's taken up the mantle. Oh, we've got a safety car. It looks like they've all slowed down. We have. So there's been an incident there somewhere. Oh yes, I can see it on the map. Up there at the cutting. Got some cars off. So it's Graham who's going to be heading up this field through this safety car here in lap 1. So not a great start to this 30-minute race. Perhaps it's all the yellow headlights out there did warn them. So it's going to be Graham who's going to control the field now. Going to wait for the rest to catch up. Looks like they're getting onto the back of the train. Maybe a bit too slow. Oh, almost at a standstill, and that's a big incident there at the top. I think it was too slow. The safety car. It all just suddenly stopped, didn't it? And there's a bit of a domino effect there. Everyone was hitting the back of everybody. Complete chaos there up at the elbow. Bad enough at wheel time, but yeah, it's all just really slowed down. I think Graham maybe just a bit too slow at that point. Just needs to control his pace. Now he's gone a bit too far now. Or is the others slowing down? What it is, Potsy's got to get a little bit closer. And they want to not get too close as well, because you are meant to be about a car's length between each other on the safety car. So maybe it was a bit of both. I think it was a bit too slow, but also cars being too close to the car ahead of them. And as I say, domino effect happened. So here we go. Let's see. Everyone's on the back now. Everyone's on that train. So it's all up to Graham. I would imagine he'll go along the start and finish. So let's see. There's a big gap behind him though. What's he? He's going to need to just close that gap up a bit if he does go. And here we go. Oh, he isn't, not yet. Thought he had gone there. Well, he's got to go at some point. Surely not at turn 1, but no, he has. So, okay. So Graham it is then, 1 in first place. But he's gone. Yeah, here we go. Restart it is. So Potsy leading this next group in second place. Slowpoke in third. Aussie 4th. And then Biggie 5th place. It's actually top 5. And then the next battle with Vex leading it in 6th place ahead of Aaron in 7th, Stealth in 8th. Phil Mack in 9th and Bailey in 10th. So they've made up a few spots there. And how? Because we've been under safety car, so I don't know where they would have been position wise before that was called, but I wasn't racing, so I can't comment. But it's Stealth in 9th, Bailey in 10th, Brisbane in 11th, Woody, sorry, Firepower in 12th, Woody Sideways in 13th. I'm getting my numbers mixed up here, so Firepower in 12th, I'll get it right in a minute. Sideways in 13th, Woody 14th. Even though I'm getting mixed up now with this, what's happening on track. It's a very messy start to this race. Max in 15th there. Graham's still leading it, and it's not been the greatest start, as I say, is it? Let's hope they calm down a little bit here. A long way to go, not even 5 minutes mark yet, and you can see what's happened so far. Potsy now under attack from Aussie, gets that done. Aussie on the outside. Potsy, not giving it to it though, is he? But just about ahead of him is Aussie. Potsy in the better position because he's on the inside. Oh, you do not want to go wide there, Aussie. Oh, he's done well to control that. Potsy stayed out of the way. He said, do you know what? I ain't getting anywhere near you if on the grass there. And again, taking a lot of grass here, Aussie. He did well to control it because that was easily a spin out there. If he'd gone a little bit, probably a foot more. Oh, Potsy going wide. That's going to allow Biggie through. Or an opportunity to go through. He's on the inside now. It's going to certainly get him up here at turn 1. If he hasn't already, he has already. So Biggie up to 3rd place. Potsy, a little mistake there at the final corner. Runs wide again. Just can't get the thing turned at the moment, can he? And he's on the softs. Aaron as well, right up there in 5th place. Going to take both of them. It's on the outside of Potsy. Not quite. Potsy just dropped it back inside of him. Now let's have a look. Surely not going to go up the inside of both of them at that point. Oh, this could be messy. Oh, I think Potsy see it coming. Well, there was a bit of a touch. Oh, Potsy's lost it. Oh, and it's been a big collision. Brisbane's hit him now. Had nowhere to go. Potsy was spun round. Brisbane came round the corner and, well, there was a McLaren sitting right in front of him. And they're now going to be another collision as Woody comes round. There, oh my goodness, this is really messy. Race 3. Potsy back to 14th though. So, there was a bit of a tag between, as we go back to Aussie, who's taking up the lead, and yet again doing some grass cutting, but does get past Graham, takes up the lead now, does Aussie. Ahead of Graham in 2nd, Aaron in 3rd. But yeah, I think there was a bit of a touch between Aaron and Potsy up there at turn 2. Just put Potsy on the grass, and then he ended up spinning it. So again, might be another post-race incident review. We'll get back to this race. Aussie first, Graham 2nd, Aaron in 3rd. As he comes to attack Graham, up to 2nd goes Aaron. Now, surely not going to take Aussie as well in the space of 2 corners. No, probably wise to stick where he is now. Remember, it's 30 minutes race. There is a stop here, mandatory stop as well. So probably plenty of time to work out what you're going to do, but no, he's not wasting time, is he, Aaron? Up the inside of Aussie, up into the lead. So, good last section for him now. Goes from 3rd to 1st. Aussie back to 2nd. Graham 3rd. Phil Mack in 4th place, and Bailey in 5th. So here comes the normal crew coming up into that top 5. All the usual culprits. Slowpoke, the gap back to him in 6th place. Vex in 7th, Stealth in 8th. Firepower 9th. I think he likes it around here, does Firepower? Having a good night's racing here. Up at the sharp end. Perhaps he's just getting his confidence back. His Firepower maybe. He's got a lovely gap then. Right the way back to Sideways in 10th place with Biggie in 11th. Under pressure from Brisbane, who's going to be... Oh, he's got no lights at the back, they're all smashed up. He's not going to be particularly happy. He's got absolutely no lights at all at the back of that Jag, but he goes past Biggie. Biggie gave him plenty of room. I think there must have been a call out from his team to say you're going to have to move out of the way, bud, because Brisbane's coming through. But yeah, he would have been a bit annoyed with that. He had nowhere to go. It wasn't Potsy's fault. Potsy was spun round. Brisbane came round on the normal line into turn 2 and bang. He was there. It's like hitting a wall. Woody also involved in that same incident, but a bit later. He's basically hit Potsy as well as he was trying to turn round. There is the man himself, Potsy, in 14th. Was no fault of his own, I don't believe, personally, from what I could see. And then Max in 15th place. So as Aussie got any closer to Aaron, I mean, it looks like Aaron is pulled away a few tenths there. Aussie is kind of sticking with him, and Phil Mack is also on the back of Aussie now, so could actually challenge him up here. Phil Mack, has he got 2 different shades of headlight there? One yellow, one white, looks like it, doesn't it? Well, let's fortunately a lot of the corners here being anti-clockwise is left, which is the yellow side, so probably could have done it being a clockwise circuit with the white lamp on the right side, or was it just the camera? But looks like a white and yellow to me. I don't know, not so much there. Well, no, it does. Whatever, who's talking about headlights anyway? So second for Phil, Aussie in 3rd, Baby in 4th, Graham in 5th, got to talk about other things. There's been so much drama in this race so far that might as well talk about everything. X-Men in 6th place, Slowpoke in 7th, under pressure from Stealth in 8th. And these two have been together on track quite a lot tonight, I believe, Slowpoke and Stealth, if I'm not mistaken. So they come through the S's and down through the dipper into the elbow. Firepower still there, just hanging on in 9th place. Brisbane in 10th. Of course, it's all going to change as soon as the pit lane opens, which, in fairness, it is open now. No one's dived in yet. So we'll see. A lot of the positions will change. Sideways in 11th place, still Woody 12. So not having quite a good race this one, but of course involved in an incident was he Biggie in 13th, Potsy 14th, Max in 15th. So yeah, should start to see some drivers beginning to come into pit lane within the next lap or 2. That's closed up though. Here we go. Phil's got himself up into 2nd place and he's chasing down Aaron. So can Phil grab that lead off him? So maybe the 2-tone headlights are working for Phil. He's not letting Aaron go, and Aussie's trying all he can to stay on the back of him as well. And Bailey also just beginning to get himself into the mix here in the top 4. Oh, moment from him. Graham still in 5th, so Graham actually doing a good job here. Obviously was leading them off through the safety car procedure. Okay, he's dropped a few spots, but in fairness to him, Fifth is good at the moment as we reach the halfway mark, almost pretty much through this third race. Vex in 6th place, and then Slowpoke and Stealth, who's under pressure from Brisbane now, I think. He's up the inside, is he, of Stealth? Oh, Stealth's not giving it to him. Does at that point, had to back off there. Brisbane had a lot more pace, but nearly run it wide, did Brisbane. We've got that 8th place though, off of Stealth. So still, everybody's running. Oh, Stealth's in. So there's your first stopper in Stealth. So here we go. In fact, Graham's in as well. So a couple in, Graham and Stealth. So Brisbane up to 7th now. They're going to be chasing down Slowpoke and Vex, who's up to 5th and 6th now. Vex got himself to 5th place, courtesy of those 2 stoppers as well. But the 2 leaders, 3 leaders, or 1 leader actually, and 2nd and 3rd place are still out there. Actually, looking at the fuel they've used, it's not actually too bad, so they might, the stop itself might not be too long. Obviously the tyres will need to be changed, that's a given, but and the fuel will obviously have to be topped up, but only a top up. It's not like they're going to have to fill the tank up completely to finish the race, so might be quicker than what we expect these stops once they do start to filter through. Brisbane still with the fastest lap, a 2:12.362. So, along with his 2 race wins, he's racking up the fastest laps as well, as things stand. So let's see if Aaron decides to come in this time around. Only got a few minutes left of pit lane being open anyway, so they may get 1 more lap before they've got to come in. No, he's not, but Phil, 2nd place Phil and 3rd place Aussie, they're having it. So Aaron does stay out for 1 more lap. So that will also be Bailey in as well. Vex, does he come in? Oh, who's that? Slowpoke. He decides to cut the corner dramatically across the grass, but loses 2 spots in the process. So also goes into pits, but he will do now. His tyres will be dirty as F after going on the grass there. So we need to get them changed. So really, it's only really Aaron, and well, Vex has stayed out as well. It's up to 2nd place now. So he's having another lap as well, but this is their last chance before they've got to come in. Aussie's come in and Phil's come in, so actually Aussie and Phil are your first stoppers. See where they filter in once Aaron and Vex drop in, because in fairness they're not that, Vex is not that far ahead of them, so he's going to get taken, so he's going to lose that 2nd place, and certainly will now after rubbing the wall like that. It's just, does Aaron manage to get in and out before Aussie and Phil reach that spot? So Aaron it is then. Let's just go through this field quickly as it is at the moment. It's got Aaron in 1st, Vex in 2nd, Aussie 3rd, Phil there with a half-second penalty in 4th place, Bailey in 5th, Graham in 6th place, Brisbane 7th, Slowpoke 8th, Woody in 9th, Stealth in 10th. Great battle here between these 3, 8th, 9th and 10th. Sideways in 11th, Firepower in 12th, so he's dropped back a bit but has been in, caught his field completely up. He was taking no chances with that field, was he? Potsy in 13th, and a 3-second penalty, that's got to be going over the pit line, coming into pit lane, you will get an automatic 3-second penalty, as Biggie has a moment up there in 14th. Max in 15th place. So there's your field. Our leader is in, so there you go. Vex will be in as well, and then it's these lot. Now let's see where these come out. Does Aaron manage to get out ahead of them as they come down to the final corner as Bailey takes on Aussie? Oh no, that was a bit of lag there. That was a big lag. Looked like Bailey was taking the lead there for a second, or into second at least. And Aaron does come out. So Aaron has just come out ahead of him. So there's your gap, looking back to the headlights of Aussie. So it's not a massive gap, is it? These tyres are obviously going to be warmed up and in pole position compared with Aaron's. Going to take a few corners for them to get warmed up as Bailey goes for that second place, gets it up in the inside. Good move up to second, then goes Bailey. Aussie down to third, but now he's under pressure from Phil Mack as well, who's in fourth at the moment. So going to be attacking Aussie here. Oh, too hard there. It's the wall. Lucky to get away with that. Didn't lose much out of that really, if anything. Oh, but he does gain half a second penalty though for track limits. Even though the wall stops you, but they regard that as track limits. So Phil really pushing. 20 minutes into the final 10 minutes now of this third and final race. Brisbane up to 5th place now. How far is he back? It's quite a way back from the leaders, but still 10 minutes to go. So anything's possible around this circuit, this half private, half road course. Through the elbow. Oh, not, he won't be catching them like that. Big moment from Brisbane. Controlled it well, but no lights. Brisbane managed to hold it. But Graham see it for sure, and he's on the back of him now. Graham's fault, yep. Keep doing that, please. And I'll have that 5th off you. Graham looking pacey actually in that NSX. So what can he do? Brisbane looking a little bit ragged in the Jag. Vex not far behind him in 7th. How are we doing up here at the front in the battle? Well, Phil's still ahead of Oz in 2nd place. Our leader Aaron is getting further away, so looking good at the moment for Aaron. So will he get victory tonight? Phil in 2nd, and he's had 2 podium finishes in the first 2 races, so could be on line for 3 podium finishes here as things stand. Not sure what position it'll be, but certainly in a moment looking good for that top 3. Aussie piling on the pressure behind him though. Really piling on the pressure. Looking more comfortable than that Ferrari ahead of him, although there's a bit of lag. That's not helping. In 2nd place. So let's see what exit Aussie gets here. Pretty good. Now this could be on for a move into 2nd place. Let's have a look. Leader just going up over the top of the hill. Not quite there yet, is he, Aussie? I think he's going to run out of road to make that move. Yeah, it's not going to get it done there. No, but 7 minutes left. Be fine. And Bailey in 4th. Can't really get any closer to the boys in front. So he might have to settle for 4th at the moment. It's not going to be a win for Brisbane. It's not going to be a triple win for Brisbane. Down there in 5th place. Can't see it anyway. Might eat my words. We'll see with 6 minutes left. But got to be happy with his evening's work anyway. 2 wins. And currently in the top 5 here in race 3. Graham in 6th. Splendid race for Graham. With Vex not far behind him in 7th. Woody 8th. And then kind of on his own a bit there, isn't he? And then get back to his teammate Sideways in 9th place. Head of Stealth in 10th. Slowpoke 11th. Firepower 12th. Potsy 13th. Still not really recovered from that off. Biggie 14th. And Max in 15th. So another trying his best, Max. Oh, and done a slow poke. Way too hot into there, into the chase. Was never going to make that turn. So our leader goes through the shot, up over the top, along the Conrod straight, and down into the chase. Again, looking comfortable, can probably just ease off a little bit by a 10th or 2 maybe. Doesn't need to push the life out of that thing now. Such as the gap that he's got back to feeling 2nd place. It's not massive, but not like he's right close behind him as we go into the final 4 minutes. Ozzy's dropped off the back. I think he must have had a moment because he was closer to the back of Phil than that, wasn't he? So he's had a moment somewhere as Ozzy for sure. Because Bailey's now right on the back of him, and just as I was saying, Bailey's going to be settling for 4th, or maybe he'll settle for 3rd if he gets past Ozzy here. Clearly a mistake from Ozzy somewhere off camera. Could have been a major one, just enough to slow him down as Bailey now piles on that pressure behind him, but just coming now into the section of the circuit where there's not really any clear-cut passing opportunities. Not that many really around here. Well, he's going to have a sneak preview up the inside there. I'm not really sure it's on. He may have just tagged Ozzy, maybe not. May have just run a bit wide, but he gets it done, and now he hits the wall. So there's a little bit of door banging here. Ozzy trying to get past. So I don't know whether there was a touch here from Bailey. Being night time, can't really see, but to me it looked like he just ran a bit wide, Ozzy, and Bailey just, I know that he was really pushing to get past. Ran a bit wide, I think, Ozzy, and he just, he went past. He's getting to 3rd place. Ozzy back to 4th. Brisbane with that 5th place at the moment. Vex in 6th, 47th, Sideways in 8th. As we watch our leader come down, and who's that in front of him? I think that's Max, who's had another moment down there. Yeah, he's out there playing in the sand, staying well out of the way of the cars through the leaders as they go through. And probably just see him off to the right hand side there, staying well out of the way is Max. If you want to interfere with anybody there, Brisbane goes through as well. I think Max might have just parked it there now. Clearly not happy with, he's not moving, is he? So perhaps he's broke a drive shaft or something there, or the brakes have failed. Not going anywhere though. End of the race, and that'll be the end of that. Vex in 6th place, his teammate Woody 7th, Sideways in 8th, Stealth 9th, Slowpoke 10th, Firepower 11th. Don't think there's going to be much change here, although this little battle here has been going on for a while, so you never know. Graham in 12th, 13th, Potsy, Biggie 14th, and Max, we know, out of this race in 15th. So our leader then on the final lap now, Aaron, Looks like he's got race victory here in race 3. Phil will get that second place by the looks of it, and his third podium of the evening. So good points for him tonight. And Bailey in third, still ahead of Oz in fourth. We may as well stick with our leader as we watch him now coming down into Forest Elbow. Into the final sector. Brisbane will, by the looks of it, get the fastest lap as well, a 2:11.620. So we watch our leader now coming through the chase. To finish and round off a great evening here at Bathurst, Mount Panorama. Hope you enjoyed all the action here tonight. It's been a bit lively at times, but congratulations to Aaron. Victory race 3. Phil will get that second place. Good evening's work for him. Well done. And Bailey just about will get third place off of Oz. Ozzy in fourth. So Bailey will get third. Ozzy in fourth. Brisbane will come across in fifth place. Just ran out of time in the end. Sixth for Vex. He'll be pleased with that, I think. Pretty comfortable throughout. Woody in 7th place. With Sideways, his teammate, coming in 8th place. Ahead of Stealth, who's got past Slowpoke. He's going to just about hold him off, I think, so Stealth will go 9th. Yeah, ahead of Slowpoke in 10th, Firepower in 11th. Graham will come in 12th place. Potsy in 13th. Max did get going again, he's ahead of Potsy here, but we know that he's finished in 5th place, so Potsy in 13th. Biggie didn't get another lap in, but did finish in 14th. And as I say, Max, who again takes to the grass along with Potsy, might have been a bit of touch there somewhere, but he will get 15th, Max. So there's your round 2 from League 3, from the Ultimate Racing League here at Paul's Racing Channel. Hope you enjoyed that. Join me again next time for round 3. Hope you can join me, and thanks for watching.